All right, what's going on? It's Young Link Jr. I ended up watching this movie that was actually produced by ex-president Barack Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama. Now it was called Leave the World Behind. This was interesting. It was a little bit scary, but cyber attack, right? If that would have happened in the United States, pretty much how will it unfold, right? You think about now Russia and China, things of that nature, and then Civil War, right? So we have Ethan Hawke, Julia Roberts. Ethan Hawke was a professor at a university, and then you have Julia Roberts. She was actually a saleswoman, but actually, if you look into the movie and you pay attention, and as the movie progressed, you understand like, dang, this is a very cynical person, and that was pretty much her character. And she was supposed to get in, she was in sales, right? And you're supposed to have strong people skills, right, in order to sell products, to get receive a commission. And she kind of opened up about that throughout the movie, well, towards the end of the movie. But they was in this vacation home, and I forgot this name though. He played in a lot of movies though. Shamala, I believe, but I can't pronounce his last name. But his daughter, whatever, they showed up, and it was a black family, and they was like, "Hey, this is our pretty much our home here." And they was like, "Wait a minute, this is our Airbnb. This is our vacation home." They didn't have any type of electronics. Nothing was working because due to the EMP or cyber attack, right? That was hacked, and they had limited to no communications. TV wasn't working, so that was kind of really interesting though. That's when things started turning, because they was like, okay, well, you can stay with us here, and they stayed in the basement. But moving on, man. Just Rose, who was the little girl, she started seeing things. She started seeing like deer all over, in the backyard, and actually towards the end of the movie led her to this bunker. Now I'm just not going to spoil too much of the movie. Well, actually kind of am, but as we move forward, man, the only thing I didn't really like about, maybe I got some nitpicking, it was some cliffhangers, right? So towards the end, man, she found this bunker, but I had a question. I'm looking like, okay, well, what's this? Where was this family at? I mean, this family abandoned? Because I mean, the way that has a whole bunch of food, water, everything, electricity, and she was watching Friends. And at the last, I mean, they had entertainment, and this was a bunker here just in case if the world goes to crap. This is like a doomsday bunker. They had at least a limited supply for 2 or 3 years. And she ran away from home, and she was there. But it kind of put things in perspective, because when I was looking at the Tesla, right, they had the self-driving cars. They were trying to go to the city. So Ethan Hawke, he actually was in agreement with his wife to go to the city, to Jersey, and from New York. And I'm looking like, why would you do that in a time of need? I mean, you probably want to be stayed in a rural area, because you have a lot more access to do certain things. And then, security presence is not as heavy as it compared to a large population in the city. So I was just kind of turned off by his character, because I'm thinking that, as a man, why is he being so receptive? Like, you're smart, but he has no common sense when it comes to survival tactics. Like, he was like literally ill prepared. And which was kind of touching in a way that he met with this guy that was his friend, the black guy, and because he discovered that his son was literally ill. I mean, he was pulling teeth out of his mouth, and that was due to the radioactive wave, I believe, and the sound. And one of the symptoms was he was really sick, man, having a fever, and his teeth was really weak. He was pulling it out, and so he was like, okay, we need antibiotics. And he knew a guy, and the guy knew him, but he refused to give him one of his supplies at one point, and almost led to a deadly shootout. And I was thinking, like, man, if we divide ourselves from within, like, we're so vulnerable, like, especially in this country, we still arguing through racism, discrimination, classism. And, when things hit the fan, 9 times out of 10, people are going to look out for themselves and their family, and not for you. So it's just one of those things you got to prepare, like getting food prepared, um, antibiotics. I mean, hospitals is they pretty much going to probably be overwhelmed. A lot of them have backup generators, but they're going to be overwhelmed. Sick people. I mean, I don't know, man. It was really tough, man, looking at this, and him actually, trying to discover where his wife was. He witnessed like just planes falling from the sky. I mean, due to the, poor communication, just everywhere, man. And it's just like, dang, man, like the world is going to nuts, it's going crazy. Then it was just signs and bunch of flyers coming down saying like, hey, death to America. We don't know this from the Irans or anything, but it was eye opening, and something that was produced by ex-president. I mean, he has insights for a lot of secrets. So just gotta show you, like, you gotta prepare, man, for a lot of things to come. It was one of those things that was like, man, this was a really solid movie here, but not revealing too much, because I'm the military side, I can't talk about too much. But I want to say this, like, I believe this movie was worth seeing. I'll go ahead and check it out on Netflix, and yeah, you will enjoy it. You really will. So it was, like I said, some characters. I was just with Ethan Hawke, as a man that he would be in a good leadership position, because it seemed like he was just making emotional responses and doing whatever his wife wanted him to do, like going to the city, even though he know that's not a good idea, just not being fitting in his role. Even though he was intellectually smart, but he didn't. It just seemed like that really didn't carry on to him hunkering down and leading his family, because they was all separate and he had to desperately make their own decisions. So but yeah, man, you guys tell me what y'all think, if y'all actually watched it on Netflix. Just one of my 2 cents on it, man. But I enjoyed the movie. Since I rate them, I probably give it I give it a 9 out of 10. It was good. It was really good, man. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. That's all we have to say. I'm out. Deuces.